And they're off. An awkward start from Sarangu, and even worse from Brayuni. He came out very, very slowly indeed and trails the field by a good 10 lengths as they race away for this 32 Red Casino handicap over the 7 furlong journey. Right up there early on is Burren View Lady, together with Coverham in the two-tone blue of the cheek pieces. The red cap with the noseband close with them is Crystal Cask. A length away, the dark blue and yellow of Early Dawn, then Caledonia Laird. An Executive Force is very keen, trying to get him settled there. Executive Force there towards the back of the field. Sarangu alongside, and Brayuni's now made up the ground that he lost at the start, and now taking off around the outside of the pack as Coverham now leads as they work towards the final 3.5 furlongs of the contest. Coverham by a length and a half to Crystal Cask. Burren View Lady and Brayuni is ridden up there to now just about share third towards the outside in black and pink. Then came Early Dawn, Sarangu is next, and then Executive Force, and down to the inside Caledonia Laird. Racing now towards the final 2.5 furlongs. Coverham looking to kick in front. Going with it though is Crystal Cask. Couple of lengths away to Burren View Lady. Then came Early Dawn, Sarangu and Caledonia Laird. Toward the final furlong they race. Crystal Cask to the outside of Coverham, who's really digging in. Coverham and Crystal Cask about a half length between them. Then Burren View Lady, Executive Force and Early Dawn out in front here. Coverham looking to see them all off. It's Coverham. Coverham's taking it very tight second. Crystal Cask and Executive Force. Then came Burren View Lady and Early Dawn.
Well, Rachel said Coverham would win. I said, why? She said, why not? And that was a short conversation that resulted in a winner at 7-2.
For the record, I did just outline about 3 other good reasons. But
yeah, when prodded. But yeah, we got there. It doesn't matter if you just say this will win, does it? That's to the point.
That is true.
And correct. Coverham does it. Third course win for James Eustace's 4-year-old. Beats Crystal Cask. They got into a bit of a boiler from a furlong out, George, and it was nip and tuck, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very tight. The last furlong, they were sort of, you weren't 100% sure who was going to win, but I always felt that Luke Morris hadn't really gone for everything. I know he's bounced us away on the saddle there, but he didn't really pick his stick up too much, and it just looked like it was a smooth enough victory.
It's another win. Look at stall 8. That was Brayuni and Sarangu in the 3 shoes. One came off prior to racing. That was slowly away as well, but well, it's a forgetful day at the office for Brayuni, because he's slowly away, not racing early on, and then Charlie Bennett's going to make up a lot of grounds, probably in the hottest part of the race, wide on the track as well. So I think he didn't have much chance to win, the way all of that panned out today. Have they gone steady enough, George?
I think they've gone very slow early doors. Luke Morris was able to dictate on his own terms and get over to the rail, and you can see the horse in front pricking his ears and not really doing too much. I think they've gone quite steady, and I think it was very hard to come from too far back to slowly run a race.
Has Executive Force then run well in the circumstances?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has, given that he was the furthest back of the top 4 to finish. I mean, he's last effectively at this point, so I do think, as you guys were talking about before, the grade drop has certainly given the horse a bit of a confidence booster. But again, it's now been 19 runs since this horse has won, and he didn't show an epic turn of foot to get there. But then again, all the action was happening as the first 2, who were pretty much the first 2 or the first 3 throughout. So, I mean, again, if you want to look at another one, Early Dawn was closing quite. I know having the yellow saddle towel helps it be eye-catchingly, but closed quite well. There might be, maybe if they're ridden a little bit more positively next time, a win for her in the near future.
Coverham it is, who just last, I think, having dictated slow fractions, there's no surprise that he had plenty left in the locker, and he beats Crystal Cask, who's run well again. That's 5 placings on the trot, and it's Executive Force and Burren View Lady who are staying on, and I think Executive Force being undone by the lack of pace, and in the end, Early Dawn, she's struggling to find her niche, isn't she?
Well, I think the slow pace definitely didn't suit, and she's slightly clueless under pressure. I'd imagine you could ride her slightly more aggressively, and she'd be well able to win in one of these. And I'm sure Marco Botti will be able to find a race of similar standard on the weather and get ahead of her.
Saturday at Chelmsford over 7 furlongs. She's been entered in, and if they want to go that route, that quick turnaround. I mean, Chelmsford is a great spot to force a horse to go to the front because you don't want that kickback.
And in the end, Charlotte Bennett was last on Bruni after that poor start. It's a win for Coverham, beats Crystal Cask and Executive Force. Half a length and ahead, only in it, 7-2, 3-1, and 2-1 favourite. The details. And the time, 1:27.24, 3.94, nearly 4 seconds slower than standard.